So, I've decided to accept losing the remaining bits of my brain cells to deep dive into the amazing digital circus Iceberg to review some of the worst content that was made inspired by this show. All freely available on YouTube. The amazing digital circus Iceberg. Now, for a quick recap, The Amazing Digital Circus is an animated show created by Glitch Production about a group of characters being trapped in a virtual reality game run by a quirky artificial intelligence.
Welcome to The Amazing Digital Circus! My name is Kane, I'm your ringmaster, and I'm here to show you the most jaw-dropping, heart-stopping, mind-bending paraphernalia you've ever laid your eyes upon!
The show features a lot of abstract comedy and dark humor, and in general is not intended for children. It had an incredibly quick gain in popularity, being watched over 250 million times in the first 3 months of its release, which is pretty impressive. And as with most things on the internet that had a very quick road to success, it inspires a lot of other people to leech of the success of that thing to make money for themselves. And that's how we got content farms, channels and often actual organizations jumping from trend to trend, creating mindless videos for the pure purpose of making money, to leech of the success of that trendy topic, regardless of its message or whether it actually entertains anyone, just focusing on one specific audience, children, and to be more specific, what's called the iPad kids. Small children completely abandoned by their parents to sit in front of an iPad for long periods of time, completely uninterrupted, often left to their own devices, watching brain-rotting, overstimulating content for hours at a time. Just a tragedy of itself. So, let's have a look at some of this wonderful content and actually explore the iceberg. At the top of the iceberg, we can find the normal, the often quite good content inspired by this show, like the Wacky World music video, which has actually been endorsed by the creator of the show, or some silly shit posts, like the theme song being recreated by dogs. Or even the weird Trum Trum videos, which classically stereotype the shit out of everything.
Come on in. Well, you won't pass. But I have a ticket. What's wrong? You can't read.
I would consider all of that normal, or maybe even good content, but that's the boring stuff. I mean, let's dig deeper into the rabbit hole. And when we look into the shallow waters, we can find the weird world of romance videos, where we can find content that is featuring sexual innuendos, drinking, and some very, very strange scenes. What? Just weird. All created in a way that can only appeal to children, and packaged with some very, very dodgy thumbnails, showing these characters in skimpy clothing with sexual poses or just straight up whatever this is. The fuck? The channels of course claim that this is not intended for children, as if putting this in a video is some get out of jail free card, but it doesn't change the fact that the slow pace and repetitive content and topic that mainly children are interested in kinda seems like it is intended for kids. And all of this is actually created by content farms, like literally. The GS Games, for example, is part of the Kudo network, which features many other YouTube channels very much aimed at children, like Kudo Animal Kiki, or Dudu and Friends, or Booty Catty, if I'm saying that correctly, or Kudo Rainbow Friends. Many of them are actually targeted towards children. They even go as far as trying to imitate engagement from adults by adding AI-generated comments, which I think is just hilarious. Jax and Campos characters add layers to captivating storyline. Pomni's choice unfolds in a tale of love, suspense, and unexpected turns. Or the classic, readers will find themselves emotionally invested in Pomni's choices. Something that an adult would definitely say. Which, by the way, they have put in twice in the same video. But the use of AI to create this mindless content isn't really the topic of this video, so let's move on. Next in our iceberg, we have the pregnancy-related content. And sadly, I'm not kidding, there is an endless amount of videos featuring storyline where one of the characters is being pregnant, often Pomni, the main character, done in a way that is only appealing to children. That lasts for hours, literally. Like this video, Jax's sad pregnancy love story, is literally 1 hour and 4 minutes long. Which, by the way, feels like those awful video games app that you can see everywhere online. And they're pumping out this garbage like there's just no tomorrow. I mean, posting a 1 hour long video every single day. with these weird sexualized thumbnails like these ones, or these, or whatever that is. And there are multiple channels doing this in this factory of garbage, all again claiming not intended for children. Although these videos, they're nothing in comparison to whatever the f this is.
Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm back and I'm with Keanu.
What's going on, guys?
And, hey, what's up?
What? We're doing something.
I could tell. Yo, Pomni, congratulations on the baby.
No, don't congratulate me. I didn't want this.
Wait, what do you mean you didn't want? You pretty much wanted it. Don't say that. Guys, if you have any idea of what the hell could be going on, let me know in the comments down below, because I genuinely have no idea what the heck is actually going on to Pomni.
I have no idea. I've got no idea what this overstimulating brain rot is trying to achieve, but goddamn, is it popular. 1.7 million people have turned in to watch this. And I can't really tell you what this video is about. I'll be absolutely honest with you. I couldn't sit for a single video to actually understand what it's about. But it is 30 minutes of this creepy, unsettling content which just makes me feel like I'm losing my mind. And all of this was so popular that they actually made more videos like this. I found Pomni on the beach in real life. I got Pomni on a hot tub date in real life. Or the favorite, abstracted Pomni turned into a baby in real life. All of course couldn't be packaged in any other way than by having sexualized thumbnails. The true classic, it seems. And I don't know if this is just some weird fetish stuff that I don't really understand, or just a brain rot for the sake of views, but goddamn, it's awful. Now, next in our iceberg, toddler content. It's videos like this. And while the creators are adding a good old not intended for children under 13 years of age, I have a big question to that. Who the f is this intended to? I mean, the slow pace, the numbingly repetitive content, and the hour-long videos. Who's gonna watch that? In this case, it's literally over 2 hours of this. There is some truth to saying that this is not intended for children. I mean, it's clearly intended for toddlers, because no one else is going to watch that. And the fact that the comments are mainly emojis and random letters is pretty much a proof that those actually watch it. To be fair, while some of these videos aren't actually that bad, you don't have to look very far to find some really mature content, like animal abuse, kidnapping, or extortion.
Oh no!
You may wonder, why is this in the deeper waters than the content before? And here's your answer. Because it's not just designed for children abandoned in front of an iPad. They're actually designed to actively trick parents into thinking that their kids are watching something of value, watching normal content, showing seemingly innocent content that turns into mature themes very quickly, effectively trying to manipulate parents who are taking care of these children. And as far as I'm aware, that's a pretty dick move, because it means that they're actually doing it intentionally. And when I say they are, I really mean it. I think it's also another organization. And I was really hoping to find some proof of that this is all just one organization posting this garbage. But they have actually been very careful to avoid any sort of corporate emails or any information that may connect them. Except one. I mean, they have definitely forgotten about one thing. You see, when you go into their About section, they kind of look weirdly similar, don't you think? I mean, these are literally the same. The only difference is just a channel name. I mean, they have the same target audience, the same hour-long videos, the same thumbnail style, the same animation style, use of the same AI-generated comments, and critically, they promote each other in playlists. Kind of a coincidence, isn't it? In fact, they seem to be promoting other channels in the playlist as well, also using the same animation style, the same dodgy thumbnail style, and AI-generated comments. Kind of is suspicious, isn't it? And I think all of this just makes it so much worse. Literally an entire organization designed to create this awful and brain-rotting content for toddlers and small children, done in a systematic and an organized way, which kind of just makes you lose all hope in humanity, doesn't it? However, on a lighter note, what I did find hilarious in those videos is that they weren't just using AI-generated comments. They went a step further. You see, the responses from the creator were also AI generated, which is just a level of laziness that I never imagined. I mean, it's not really related to the Iceberg, but I do find it hilarious just how soulless these videos really are. Now, further down, we have inflation-related garbage. Videos featuring characters being inflated, overeating themselves and exploding, or just straight up encouraging obesity. Only what I can assume to be an actual inflation fetish content. All again done in a way to appeal to children. And the premise of these videos is to slowly inflate the bellies of these characters until they effectively explode. And that's where usually the video ends. And this weird and cursed content is actually quite popular, with videos reaching over 1 million views, and the lowest view count I saw was around 60,000, which means that there is actually quite an audience for this weird video type. However, most comments were actually either really confused or just wanted to bleach their eyes out. And I can completely understand because I can very much relate. And now, so can you. It's great, isn't it? It's just so bizarre. And funnily enough, one of the creators has this in their About section. The audio and video sources in this video were created in such a way that the viewers hears and sees the unique content. Well, I'll say, it definitely is unique, but not in a good way. However, these don't seem to be done by content farming organizations, but rather by individual creators who just specialize in this kind of weird content, posting every single day these cursed videos, going from trend to trend and traumatizing children in the process just for the sake of making money. And that's pretty much all I was willing to show in this video, and probably all I could without being demonetized. And all I can say is that parents really need to be careful what their kids are watching, as there are literal organizations designed to prey on your children's sanity. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure to join the fight against terrible content on YouTube by subscribing. And on that note, peace out.